Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome, one, welcome all. Cosmic Gateway time. Yet again, we are ready for the jump. We prepared for the jump, and we have jumped to the realm, back to the realm of the Stanley Parable, jump number 4 through the Cosmic Gateway. And of course, I am the keeper, the watcher, the protector, the host of these realm jumping journeys, these realm jumping adventures. I look after the Cosmic Gateway. This is the exact place. This is Cosmic Gateway, the Cosmic Gateway. Welcome one, welcome all. I am Solomon Riker, yes, jumping through the Cosmic Gateway for the 4th time, returning to the realm of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. If you've joined us on our previous 3 jumps through the Cosmic Gateway, then you will know exactly what to expect. No idea. You've got no idea what to expect, because I have no idea what the hell to expect. And I'm the watcher, I'm the host, I'm the keeper. So, yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to not spend another moment. We're going to jump back into the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe adventures to see where fate, where our faith, where the flow of adventure takes us. Let's begin, shall we? Where do we go from here?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
To the beginning.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, it seems we have fallen. We have jumped way back. We are at the very, very beginning. We are at the dawn of the Stanley Parable adventure. Yes, indeed, if you've joined us from jump number 1, this is where the origins all began. This is where the adventure was birthed. This is where the journey was born. We are back at the very, very beginning. We have returned to whence we were. How interesting. How peculiar.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We will not miss anything. We will look, we will scour, we will craft every detail. We will seek out every detail, every tiny change We must and we shall. We know exactly what to do. This door was open. This door was open before, but it was not open at the very beginning. This door was sealed, and it was blank when we began, as we did before. But there's one thing we never found out. One thing we never...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
truly discovered.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. Yes, we did. We know it well. We have evolved, we have adapted, we have leveled up, and we have seeked out this very
Yes,
knowledge.
Truly a room worth admiring.
It
had
is
really
indeed.
been worth the detour after all.
Onward
but
we
eager to
go.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, Stanley did not take the first open door on his left. Stanley entered
Stanley was so bad at
very
following
room.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
And Stanley wished to see, wished to know if Stanley truly was immortal, indestructible, if Stanley jumped. Interesting. So if we jump off the lift, we will be fined $5,000. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's see if truly, Stanley, we are immortal. Go!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Well,
good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, Stanley wished to know if Stanley truly was immortal, if Stanley would survive, if Stanley could live on. But in a way, Stanley is immortal because Stanley is back from whence he was. Stanley has returned!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do we jump through the door of new content? Do we jump into this very abyss? Or do we continue onward? I did
When
hear...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I have an idea.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We did it once before.
Yes,
This
room. But eager to get back to business,
This
Stanley took
room
the first
indeed.
open door on his
This
left.
very room.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
And went down into the basement. Stanley knows what to do. We descended to
Stanley
the
didn't want to
abyss.
go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Where do we go?
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
I thought I could make that.
No,
I thought I could make that.
Not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Exactly.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yes.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Onward we go. Onward we go.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
From the very, very beginning, you see? You see? Do you see? We know the truth. We understand the truth. I do have an idea.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have missed a memo, the most important memo. But you see, we've revealed the truth, and I did indeed discover something. There is a place we must truly go, and there's something we have to do.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
This way. This way. We didn't go this way this time. We didn't go this way last time. We went the other way, and this is the way we're going. This time it is an adventure. So onward we go through the labyrinth, through the corridors, through the doors of the doors. We will uncover, we will discover, and there's something we must do. We must head to our boss's office. We must access the keypad, and we must type in the code.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
That's right. I figured it out. I figured it out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I had a little help, but I figured it out.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
We did. We missed it all. See? It's not here anymore. The door's gone. 416 labelled. The door has changed. See? Things are amiss. Things are evolving. Things are changing, shifting, moving.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Nope,
no, wait,
it's a dead
never
end.
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Cabin
Is this the story?
in the woods.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I remember.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
We have to go to the office. We have to end up at the office. Yep, we're doing this.
To make sure we don't get lost,
We'll
I've
follow
employed
the
the
line.
help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The doors are gone. The doors are gone. We're spiraling down, flowing off course. We need to head to the office. The office is where we need to be. We need to access the keypad with a little help. I uncovered the truth.
It's over in this direction.
Yes.
Onward,
yes,
Stanley,
yes.
to destiny.
What's this
Though,
direction?
here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What is this? I recognise this mask. We didn't see this mask before. This mask is from the realm of Payday, I do believe. We have jumped to that very realm before. We have jumped to the realm of Payday. Holy hell! Ooh, the plot thickens. Do they exist in this very realm? Is Stanley one of the Payday squad?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
It never
Make sure you
came
study it
back.
closely and
Why
remember it carefully.
is
You
that
won't want to miss
fern
anything.
important? You lied to us because that fern never came back. We studied that fern. We had admired that fern. We took everything in that fern had to offer, and we never saw that fern again. We never ever did. Did you lie to us? Is there a secret that this fern holds? I do not feel that fern holds a secret. 'Tis a distraction.
Wait, we're back at the office? No,
We are.
no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Don't make that sound. That sounds weird. Very weird. Very weird indeed.
Oh,
Yep.
no,
We're back
not
to
again,
where
Line.
we
How could you
were.
have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Back to the beginning of the beginning. Yes, indeed.
You
That
know what,
is.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yes,
Why
we
can't
are.
we make up our own story?
Yes,
Something
we can.
exciting, daring, mysterious.
Indeed.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Onward we go.
Now,
Uncovered.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The power of logic. Yes, this is it.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Yes.
That's really how all this goes?
Yes.
It's all determined?
It does.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Whoa! Whoa, we are here! Whoa, we're outside the door! Woo! We finally made it! After all that madness, after all that mayhem, after taking that loop again, over and over and over and over and over again, with a little help, I discovered, as I said, 8 times. Number 8. Infinity is the key. So here we go. Still, we cannot... What? 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 Oh, I was not expecting that. I've tried that door every single time. Oh! We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. What? Oh, morning in the evening. What? Oh, we're in the executive bathroom. Oh, I've tried this door every single time. We could not get in, but now we are in. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay, well, this boss is a bit sadistic when it comes to the coin, because they had to write it on their wall, but if they were going to write it, then shouldn't it have not been on this wall so they could see it while they're squatting and dropping? A squat and drop, yes, that's what it be. What magazines have we got? Executive bathroom and poopy time. Yep. Okay. The door opened. What other doors will open? What other doors will open? What? Oh, oh. Okay. I mean, I want to try all the doors now. Okay, nothing on that door. Right, we need to go. We need to enter the number 8 on the keypad. It is sacred. It is a must. Will this door open? Please. No! Oh, it was open. Is there something behind it? I can see a glimmer through the crack.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret.
We did it! We did it!
845.
Oh, we did it! We did it!
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
We did it! What happens if we don't put in the passcode? Because we put in the eights of the eights of the eights 8 times. And
Stanley
we got it!
sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
8! Oh! We did it again. That is exactly...
2845.
Yep. 2, 8, 4, 5. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Yep.
Got the hell along with the story. Well, what to do?
That's what happens if you don't do a thing. It says, to hell with you, and it does its own thing. It does indeed. Well, we've been here before, so I think it's about time we took the power into our own hands.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, we know exactly what awaits us at the end of this very
Stanley walked
corridor.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes. But did Stanley do exactly that? Or did Stanley snap his fingers and do something else? Because Stanley now holds the power in his hands. Yes, Stanley holds the power to do exactly as Stanley wishes, and this is exactly what Stanley is going to do. Wow, we are here! Stanley holding the power in his fingertips. A quick flash change right to the very door Stanley wishes to be stood before. Yes, the brand new content. Stanley is going to enter this very door.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
Ooh. What secrets do you hold? Into the abyss we go! Ooh! Oh. Oh. What is this?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
What?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
What?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yes, most definitely. Onward we go. what lies in store for us.
Okay,
Woo.
so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yes? Is there a button?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh, keep your eyes open. Keep them peeled. Which side?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Here we go. What? 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 Hello?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What? We can... we can jump now. What? We've got... Okay. Wait. We can only jump while we're in that circle? What? I've said this from the very beginning that we could never jump. We can only crouch, and jumping would come in so handy. It would be very, very handy if we could jump. What happens when we reach the 0? Wonderful. And why does it sound like that? What is that meant to be? Is that meant to be a keyboard or... Okay. That's some...
Is that it?
Exhilarating.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh, another elevator.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, very nice. Can we still can't jump. We can't jump. What does that say? Thank you for...
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, what? What? That's different. Oh, that's different. That is different. Oh, we've got a... Oh, well, what we're going to do is we're going to set this adventure here to rest. We've enjoyed the Ultra Deluxe Deluxe of the Stanley Parable, the brand new Ultra Deluxe jumping 36 times in a duct taped circle. Wow! That was thrilling, that was amazing, that was exhilarating, that was holy hell. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I loved every second of that. If you've made it this far into the journey, if you've made it this far into the adventure, then you know the secrets. You know what we've uncovered. You know the Ultra Deluxe, what lies within, what lies beneath. And of course, you'll have to return for jump number 5, jumping back to the very realm of the Stanley Parable to see what lies beyond this very door. Indeed, this journey, this jump, lays to rest for now. This has been Cosmic Gateway, jumping through and beyond. I have been the keeper, the watcher, your host, Solomon Riker. And of course, remember, dance and sing, bathe in the warming, shimmering light of the moon. And I'll see you next time we jump.